guys, it's Mike from the Hey That's Mike channel here on the Toy Insider channel, and the holiday season is upon us. If you're like me, you start to reminisce about when you were younger and Christmas and all the toys you got and how you wish you still had those toys. There's a lot of stuff that I really wish I had. The only thing is I know I played with my toys. I played the heck out of them, so I know they probably weren't in that great a condition, but it still would have been cool to have them. Growing up, I did save a lot of my toys. A lot. Fortunately, I still do have some, but some of those got put into garbage or sold at garage sales. And that's kind of the whole point of this video, is to have it be a friendly reminder to the parents out there, because I am a parent myself, to save some of those toys from your kids' childhood. Now, mine were stored at my mom's house in the garage. They cleaned out the garage, and a lot of stuff just got swept out. Luckily, she did put aside a few of my favorite things. My Star Wars, my Lego, I think that was probably it. But I had huge boxes full of toys and toys and toys that I wish I really still had. So yeah, I mean, I get it as a parent. Kids get so many toys. A lot of the stuff breaks. You just got to get rid of it. You know, Christmas time, birthday time comes around. They get more toys. Well, you got to make room for those new toys and get rid of some of the old ones. Totally understandable. But what you want to maybe do, and we did this with Alex, but maybe a little too late, is let her go through some of her toys that she had. Ones that really meant something, ones that she really played with a lot, and let her put those aside, and we're going to store those for her. So that when she gets older, she can pull those out, you know, have the good memories, or play with them with her kids if she ever has kids. I've got some of my toys saved that I'm definitely not going to let the kids play with, because they kind of really mean something to me, and even have a little bit of value to them. So it's not stuff I'm going to let them play with. However, I have been purchasing a lot of vintage toys from when I was a kid that I've passed on to Chelsea. A big favorite toy of mine was the Fisher-Price Adventure People. Those were great toys. They didn't last very long. They weren't produced very long, but the ones they made were just great. I recently bought her some, and these are 30, 35-year-old toys, and they are still in absolute great condition. I mean, you could really play hard with these things, and they stay together well. So, yeah, probably as a parent, before you just throw your kids' toys out, that happened to me. I know my mom threw a lot of stuff out. Didn't even ask me. Just got rid of stuff. I really wish she would have said, hey, should we keep this, maybe for when you get older? Because I probably would have said yes, but I probably would have said yes to everything. So I get that. So sit down with your kids, go through their toys, and kind of just talk to them, get a sense of how important that toy was to them, and then pull that toy aside and store it somewhere, keep it for them. It'll be a great even surprise. Maybe they'll forget about it when they get older. You can give them this big box of toys they had when they were a kid, and they can just have all those memories. Now, doing this, if you're going to pull stuff and store it, I recommend storing it somewhere in a good environment. There's a lot of toys out there that can get easily ruined by heat. We live in Florida, so storing toys in the garage will ruin the toys. You don't want that to happen. Living in the Midwest or somewhere where it's cold, you don't want to store stuff in the cold, because again, it can ruin it. So make sure when you store the toys, store them somewhere safe. Moderate temperature, away from sunlight, direct sunlight. Preferably, pack them in a tote. A nice Rubbermaid heavy-duty tote that will keep the elements out and everything like that. Because there's a lot of toys that if you leave it in sunlight, the sunlight will ruin them too. So that's part of it, is, you want to keep these for them, but you also want to keep them in as good a condition. And that also, when you're picking toys out to save, it's kind of hard, because there's a lot of kid like me. I played with my toys. A lot of stuff got broken. Your natural instinct is to throw that broken toy away. Some of those even broken toys now, from when I was a kid, are valuable. So you want to keep in mind that, yeah, just because it's broken doesn't mean it's a bad toy. We should throw it away. Stuff can be fixed. Some of that stuff can have value. It's tough for me because the toys that I had are obviously very old now. So they have value. I'm so curious what's going to happen with the toys nowadays. 20, 30 years down the road, are they going to have value to them? A lot of the stuff just isn't built that great anymore. Like toys, my Hot Wheels cars were full on metal. I mean, and I have some right here. And they are still just in great condition because they were built solid. Even my Star Wars figures, you know, they were a plastic, but I don't know, some sort of plastic that they just stand the test of time. Where stuff nowadays is it's made as cheaply as possible, and the stuff's just not gonna last. So I can't. I'm gonna save this video in 20, 30 years from now, remember it, and say, oh wow, I wonder. You know, I remember the toys we did back in 2015. I wonder, you know, now, you know, if we would have kept those, the kind of value that those have. So there's a monetary value when saving toys. There's the memory value, which to me is far more important. I've been collecting a lot of the toys that I had as a kid that I lost, mom threw away, mom sold at garage sales, that really didn't mean something to me. I had great memories from them. So yeah, the ones I'm buying now aren't the ones I had, but they are still the toy, and probably in a lot better condition than when my toys were. So I kind of just been collecting a lot of toys from when I was a kid because my parents didn't save them. I saved them, but they kind of got rid of them. So it's an important thing. Memories are a great thing. Toys, people view toys as just a way to keep the kids busy for a while, but there's so much more that goes into a toy, such a memory thing that, you know, keep those toys. Sit down with your kids, find out what really means something to them, store them away in a good place, and when they get older or when they even have kids, you know, break that tote out and say, here, these are all the toys I saved, you know, from when you were a kid. And I guarantee it, there's not one person out there that's just going to be, you could have just got rid of that stuff. No, they are going to open I remember that. I remember getting that for Christmas or for a birthday. I remember taking this on a camping trip, or just, there's going to be all kinds of memories that come back with that. And that's a good thing. So I guess there's kind of my little rant. Part of it, you know, is because I wish my parents would have saved these toys that I saved, because I did. I put them aside. I stored them, and they got rid of them. So kind of just for the parents out there now, it's a good idea to have this thought process with your kids' toys to save them and stuff, because it will mean something. It will bring back just great memories. So yes, my rant is done. This is kind of to my mom. Why did you get rid of my toys? I love them. And, you know, for the adults out there, because I know there's a lot of adults that are probably the same way. I wish I would have still had these toys. Good thing is eBay is out there, and you can go on eBay and you can get a lot of these old toys. You know, they do cost a little bit of money, but there's a lot you can get in package, so they're like brand new. So you get this package, and it's like opening back then when you were a kid, because it's brand new in sealed box. Even though it's a really hard thing to do is buy a sealed box and open it, because then it will never be sealed again. It's been broken. The seal's been broken. The toy's been pulled out. It's been put together or touched or anything like that. And then there's the collectors out there that it loses its value. It loses a lot of its value when you pull stuff out of box. So yeah, I guess that's it. Thanks for watching. Be sure to comment, rate, and subscribe. Bye.